At price of $500,000, Diamondback Scout is the cheapest Lakon ship. Lakon? Whatever. So the main question is, how is it, and did Lakon succeed at making a ship? Well, considering the fact that it has an FSD, some kind of a thrusters, power plant, life support, and more importantly, a relative way to steer the quote-unquote ship with some knobs, yes, they made something we can call a ship. Now then, let's start with the looks, and oh my fucking gods, Scout looks really good. A rather loosey and more futuristic take with straight line and edge look that I would expect the lacy designs to have more, but whatever. Still, many people love how Diamondbacks look from the back, and while I'm not quite that excited, much like many things in life, from behind it looks great and fuckable. Wait, what? Anyways, the only thing that I dislike about Scout's looks is its hardpoint placement. But after looking at it, conclusion I came to was obvious. There are no other places to put them, so I guess this works. Now, as for the cockpit, damn, you can see everything from it. And yet with that, you'll feel like a retarded pope in it. And much like the pope, people want you dead, and that glass can only hold for so long. And to this, I'll return in a bit. In the gist, Lakon cockpits will be much like this one. Few panels and a lot of space. They go for this minimalistic take, and while I love this sort of thing, you can have minimalism and style too, but I guess Lakon designers never heard of this thing. Now onto the performance, the thing that most ship manufacturers seem to fuck up in a lot. So did Lakon did a boo-boo in our pants with this ship? Well, yes. In an essence, Lakon here plays the role of scout guy that molested some kids. Wow, that analogy got dark quick. Anyways, Scout is classified as combat explorer. Wait, what? Seriously? The fuck? It's like having a pacifist serial killer. This shit doesn't make sense. Still, from that we can conclude the Scout should excel in two things: traveling and killing. Okay, let's start with traveling. With maximum of about 30 light-year jump range, yeah sure it's above average, but slightly, and that's a problem. I know having combat aspect will reduce jump range, but when you have Cobra 3 with 28 light-year jump at max, why should you buy Scout? Actually, you know what? Compared to Cobra 3, Scout just looks like a tub of vomit with some gold flakes mixed in it. So, go fish! Now, combat-wise, Diamondback Scout is slightly more maneuverable than Cobra 3, but it's not enough. The damage output is the same as Viper 3 and every other ship in between them. In fact, I think that Lakon just stole Cobra 3 plans and then stripped it. Much like an aggressive boyfriend. Yep, I see this as a rape version in ship industry. Fuck me, this episode might as well be titled "TheYamiks tries to be an edgelord." The review. Anyways, as for optional internals, it can barely hold more than Adder, and yet costs 5 times as much. Seriously, for exploration you can barely fit everything in. And then there are shields that are 5% stronger than Cobra, while having 5% less armor than Cobra. In short, you pay 200,000 more credits to lose some weight and gain a wonderful look, as well as slightly more jump range. Oh, and 2 more utility slots, cause you know, that's gonna really come in handy, when you barely have enough power to support all modules as is. So, is it worth it? Nope. Remember that Pope molestapit I talked about? Well, think about this. When you barely have shields to defend yourself with, and once those go down, expect to lose your cockpit's windows right away, as the cockpit is in the front of the ship and very big, so it's very easy to hit. Now, there is one particular interesting thing about Diamondback ships. They are the coolest ships in the game. No, I'm not joking. They are awesome. No, I mean cool as in temperature-wise. So, anyone who wants to target you will have to come closer, making the ship a pretty neat little thing for smuggling or stealth hit-and-run combat. But in both cases, the ship sucks. It doesn't have much space to smuggle anything, and stealth combat, yeah, that just simply doesn't work anyhow. Yes, there are stealth mine ships, but for that, better get Courier then. I suppose it's worth mentioning that Scout has pretty cool boost sound. Still, I would prefer it to last longer, but then again, what can you expect from $500,000 ship? And at the end, this is kind of a sad display for a ship. Though you will spend less credits to A-grade Scout than Cobra, which is about $6,000, that does not justify making it. If you seriously need a combat ship that can do combat, get Viper 3. It's cheaper and stronger. And for everything else, the literal space pancake, or as one commenter suggested, spancake, you take Cobra 3. Scout could have been a good stealth combat or trading ship with some improvements, but as is, it's basically Pope's molestamobile. But outside this review, I doubt it would make much sense. So, in a phrase, Diamondback Scout is a molested Cobra. Oh, and what's more embarrassing about the ship, Type 6 can jump further than this crap. Honestly, Lakon.